Trump's big, beautiful bill just cleared the Senate after a wild 27-hour session. So what does that mean for you? Is it a win? A warning? Or a bit of both? Stick around, because if you're a senior on Medicaid, a parent, or someone working in a tip job, this bill could seriously change how you budget, not just this year, but for the next decade. Before we dive in, drop a comment. What worries you most, healthcare, taxes, or something else? And if you like clear, no fluff breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's go. So here's the deal. The Senate passed Trump's massive tax and spending plan, his flagship bill. It's over 900 pages long and packed with changes that touch almost every part of life. Let's start with workers. If you earn tips, restaurant, salon, hotel, you can now deduct up to $25,000 in tip income from your taxes. That's a game changer for folks hustling on double shifts. But it phases out for higher earners, over $150,000 single or $300,000 married. Same thing with overtime. There's now a deduction for extra hours worked. People have asked for this for years, especially with inflation stretching every dollar. Seniors, there's something here for you too. If you're 65 or older, you may qualify for a $6,000 bonus deduction. It's phased out for higher incomes, but if you're on a fixed income, this could make a real difference. Now, for parents, kids born between 2024 and 2028 could automatically get a Trump account, a government-seeded savings fund with $1,000 invested in an index fund. No paperwork, no applications. It's not money you can use now, but it's a powerful start for their future. Also new, there's a deduction for interest on certain US assembled auto loans. It's capped at $10,000, but if you bought a car recently, this could help come tax season. Sounds good so far, right? But here's where it gets complicated. To pay for these tax breaks, the bill cuts spending, and the biggest hits come to Medicaid and SNAP, also known as food stamps. Let's break that down. Adults on Medicaid between ages 19 and 64, if you're not disabled, you'll now need to prove 80 hours of work, volunteering, or training every month. Parents with kids over 14, you're not exempt anymore. And those annual eligibility checks, now they're every 6 months. That might not sound huge, but it means more forms, more deadlines, and more chances to get dropped from coverage. The Congressional Budget Office estimates nearly 8 million people could lose Medicaid by 2034. SNAP's getting hit too. Same new work rules. Plus, states with high error rates in distributing benefits now have to pay penalties. That's especially hard on low-income families in poorer states. Around 600,000 families could lose about $100 a month in food help. So yeah, the bill gives with one hand, but takes with the other. Let's talk energy. If you were planning to buy an EV or upgrade your home with solar, pause. The bill rolls back nearly all the clean energy tax credits passed under Biden. Instead, it introduces new incentives for oil, gas, and coal. Excise taxes on fossil fuels. Gone. Credits for coal production. Back. If you work in traditional energy, this could be good news. But for clean energy companies, it's a major reversal. And then, this part surprised even me, there's space funding. Yep, $10 billion is going to Mars mission planning. $325 million to deorbit the International Space Station. Even $85 million to move the old space shuttle to Texas. Defense is getting a boost too, $29 billion for ships, $25 billion for missiles, and nearly $47 billion to expand the border wall and surveillance. There's even a $100 application fee now for asylum seekers. So while everyone's talking about tax cuts, this bill also ramps up military and immigration enforcement. That says a lot about where the administration's priorities lie. Now, here's the kicker, the cost. The CBO says this bill adds at least $3.3 trillion to the deficit over 10 years. Some estimates go as high as $5.3 trillion when you include interest. And who benefits most? Households making over $217,000 will get the biggest tax cut, around $12,500 on average. Those making under $35,000, about $150. That's a huge gap. One last thing, this isn't a done deal yet. The House still has to approve it. If they pass it as is, it goes straight to Trump's desk, possibly by the 4th of July. If they change anything, it goes back to the Senate, which could delay everything. So what should you do? If you're a tipped worker, track your earnings. If you're a senior, Ask about that new deduction. If you rely on Medicaid or SNAP, what's your state's next moves? And if you're planning a solar upgrade or EV purchase, maybe hold off until we see what survives the final bill. Thanks for watching. Share this with someone who could be affected. It really helps more people stay informed. And if you've got questions, drop them in comments. I read every one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next update. See you soon.